Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Chuck, and today I've got something really cool to share with you. I recently won an auction and got a piece of music history. This is Alex Van Halen's bass drum from his first Ludwig drum set. For a basic overview, this is a 14-inch depth, 22-inch diameter Ludwig bass drum from the early 70s. It's 3 plies, maple, poplar, maple, with reinforcement rings, and it's finished in a silver sparkle wrap. It features a blue and olive badge with no serial number, dating it to around 1971 or 1972. This drum was used by Alex from the early 70s until late 1977, based on the pictures I've been able to find online. Now that we've done a basic overview, let's start going through what's missing. And the most obvious thing is the resonance side is missing the hoop, the head, T's and claws to make it complete. Now Alex has played this as is, and I've also seen pictures of him playing it with that front head on, so I'm not sure where that's at. There are also 5 lugs missing. There's 3 missing from the top, and 2 missing from the bottom, all on the resonance side. Drum's also missing the diamond-shaped Hollywood-style tom mount. The drum originally had 4 of the 5/16 arch spurs, but 3 of the 4 aren't delivered with it. One more thing that's missing, although it's not a factory item, is a round sticker that can be seen in older photos on the side of the shell. There have been plenty of modifications made to the drum, and one of the most obvious is the inside has been painted from natural maple to white. You can still see some remnants of the natural maple peeking through where the screws were. You can see on this side that the spray paint was used over the brackets for the spurs, and it originally was over the screws themselves too, although these screws I believe are replacement due to the fact that they have a second washer there. I think they may have come from later models that were either made for 6 plies or Vista lights, and the screws were just too long and they made up the gap with these washers. The batter side hoop has also been replaced on this drum with a steel one with a wide silver inlay. Originally this would have had black wood hoops with a thinner, maybe half-inch silver sparkle inlay to match the finish of the drum. The tom mount also appears to have been added later on. The screw holes are smaller than the standard diameter. These are 3/16 of an inch. And normally the center hole would be 1 9/16 inches. This one's very rough cut and measures 1.5 inches side to side in one direction and 1 3/4 in the other. Due to the fact of it being narrower than what the factory hole was, I believe this was added later on. I also believe that the batter side spurs weren't a factory installation. If you look at the resonance side, you can see that the hole goes up a little bit above the bracket. And on a period correct drum I have that matches this, it has that same cut. But that's not found on the batter side. The other side of the drum has more modern replacement spurs in place. And this lines up pretty well with the sticker I found on the outside of the spur casing. The drum arrived with Remo CS control sound bass drum heads with the black dot. There's a wear mark on here from his beater, and that wear mark measures 13.25 inches up from the inside edge of the hoop. I used a Tama tension watch to measure the head tension at each lug. I placed the tension watch 1 inch from the inside edge of the hoops. Here's the measurements of the tension as it arrived. Who knows if that's what he actually used, but this is what I got. Here's what the drum sounds like through the camera mic. I hope you enjoyed going through all these insights. In the next video, I'm going to go through and replace all the missing parts, being sure to mark them so that I can identify what's original and what are the things that have been added by me. And then I'm going to get it all tuned up and try and recreate the sound from the first Van Halen album. So if that's something you're interested in checking out, please subscribe and we'll see you then. Peace!